Let's tackle the luxury goods sellers first. Who's doing what, and why do they seem so able? I guess I kind of know the answer. Why do they seem so able to have that pricing power?
Yeah, at the high end, we like Louis Vuitton, Capri, as well as Tapestry. Pricing leverage and pricing power has been quite good, 10% or more raises, and consumers are responding to high price points. So it really comes down to fashion, innovation, luxury goods, a good degree of consumer confidence and strength at the high end. As we think about this topic more broadly, we like the high-end retailers, and also customers are looking for value at the low end. Costco and Walmart are top picks, but product innovation, the wealth effect, those are all positive drivers, and people going out again. People are really looking to dress up and express themselves, and that's happening as the world reopens as well.
So, Oliver, just to dig into it a little bit further, I mean, given the fact that in the pandemic, or I guess coming out of the pandemic last year, it was really a rising tide that lifts all boats where the retail sector was concerned, and the results that we were getting from companies across the sector. Is this a year where it's a more discerning situation, and thus you potentially see a bifurcation in the consumer more broadly?
For sure, Morgan. I mean, there's many different things happening. The supply chain problems have faced retailers in different ways. For example, Costco chartered their own ships, and Walmart's done a great job with scale, and Costco's done a great job repositioning inventory and a very tight assortment. On the other hand, retailers like Nordstrom and Gap don't have enough inventory and have less than they want. So there's a real bifurcation. One thing that's definitely happening is the continued rise of online and retaining new customers, and customers that became multi-channel shoppers, both physical and digital. Macy's is a name where that's happening too. But there's definitely big changes, and we'll see winners and losers as well.
You know, I really kind of agree with what you cited, the wealth effect. And, you know, obviously the stock market was up very strongly last year, not so hot this year. Housing prices have expanded at record rates. And as you pointed out, for much of the past 2 years, people didn't go out and buy things. They didn't go out and dine out. And so their savings expanded. Maybe they weren't traveling, so they weren't spending on vacations. So now that they are going out, they're spending on luxury goods. I don't know, that's just sort of my hypothesis. Among the large retail store chains, which do you like the best? I think you mentioned Target and Costco. We get those. What about the Macy's, the Nordstroms, the Kohl's? How do you rank them?
Yeah, our favorite idea is Macy's, and the Macy's PE and valuation at 6 to 7 times, you know, versus a history of 8 to 9 times is very attractive. The e-commerce business is 40% of mix, free cash flow yield of over 10%. You get a dividend yield as well. And Macy's is a big beneficiary of going out again, the valuation being attractive, and what's happening with e-com and what can happen there. They're also doing a lot of inventory management. They're cutting the number of stores, and they have agility around how they're rethinking product and marketing. So that's a name we really like, Macy's. LVMH, Louis Vuitton, it's one of the world's biggest luxury companies. It's a branded company that sells to retailers. We love that name as well. Those are 2 names to consider.
Oliver, quickly, we've seen a lot of investor activism in the sector in recent weeks, too. More consolidation inevitable? And if so, where can we see those tie-ups?
Yeah, we will see a lot of consolidation. We'll see more interesting M&A. Bricks and clicks is a big thesis. So Kohl's is a really interesting idea. We think the valuation there is inexpensive. What's happening at Kohl's, Sephora, as well as Active, and a very nice e-commerce business, and it's an inexpensive stock. So bricks and clicks means that online players such as Amazon and others will likely look to physical. And that will be something that will evolve as well. We'll see a lot of activity. We're excited about it.
Oliver Chen, thanks for joining us.
Great being here. Thank you.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.